going to show you exactly how to do it.
What's guilt? What's
Guilt?
that word?
Yeah, I didn't think that was in your vocab. So anyway, let's get started here, shall we?
What's that big word again? There we go.
So what I've got here is egg wash.
Nice.
And I have puff pastry.
Nice. I love that you're using puff pastry because it's something I would use. Normally you would give me a big frown and a big no-no about me using something like this.
It's okay, there's no sugar in it. There's
Sure,
no
there's no other
sugar in
pastry
it.
you could use? Maybe wholemeal pastry or something, or, you know?
Well, this is quite a good looking dish. It's aesthetically beautiful, and that's what we're going for. And a little bit of butter every so often. Anything that you like in moderation is okay with me.
What's that word again? What, you're coming up with all these words.
Moderation.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now you want me to peel this off?
I would love you to peel this one
so
off.
I can pop this straight on here like that for you.
Wonderful. Because what I want is I want that lovely border to really puff so that we have this lovely canvas for me to work the apple in.
Rosie, look at this. I'm just going to pop this here like this. Look at that.
Do little magic tricks. I'll cook, you just entertain. That's
I'll
fine.
just look nice and
We're
pretty,
just
there
a
we go.
walking dinner party, really, aren't we?
And I can pull a wrap pocket. There we go.
Now, talking of tricks, what I have here is I have
Ah.
just used my knife just to create a bit of a border. Now, of course, these layers, I've just added another one, is going to extra puff. So I want to go down one level.
Oh.
So what I've done is just nicely cut it away. And because the egg wash was only on the sides, it hasn't got stuck.
There we go. I'll grab that for you.
Now, we could use this for whatever we want as well.
What I
So
might do is grab this
no
plastic
wastage,
here.
no wastage.
How about I wrap this up for you, and we can use this later on to make a little apple turnover or something.
Over-delivering today, are you, Adrian?
Here we go.
Over-delivering.
Here we go.
Okay, well, so of course we've got our lovely canvas here for all my lovely apple for my apple tart. And I'm going to do something called docking, which basically means I'm putting a few holes in there just so the steam can escape a little bit, so it doesn't go too high, because of course I want to have a nice nest for all my lovely natural sugars coming out of the apple. And that is why I have used the green apple, because it's notorious for being very naturally sweet. No sugar needed.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little bit more egg wash here, and I'm going to go over the whole thing so it gets that lovely nice shine. Now I have the oven on 200, and we're just going to blast it just to make sure that it nicely cooks so we don't get that soggy bottom. All we're going to need is about 15 minutes. So if you do the honours,
I'll pop
you
that
just
in the
hold
oven.
that one, I'll open the door for you.
There we go. And
Here we
into the
go.
oven.
Now that has puffed up beautifully. So I'm going to get rid of the middle here, just so that we have a little bit more space. And I have some apple just here that I would love you to just slice in half. And where you see this little semicircle, I would love you to just slice that
Nice and
really
fine.
nice and thin.
Yeah.
What I've done as well is I have turned the oven down to 170. So now all we want is to heat that lovely stewed apple and some of that sliced apple as well.
You're not going to waste that dock pastry, are you? You going to save it for me?
Oh, we could crumble that on anything
I
you
was
want.
going to say, there's nothing better than dock pastry.
So just remove that. Now you can get stuck in with your hands here as well. What we want
Nice.
to do is just make a little bit of a space. Now don't let this go to waste. This can be crumbled on anything.
I'm just thinking of all the
Just
things
over
you
there.
can crumble it onto. How's that? Is that what you want, the apple like
That
that?
is absolutely perfect.
Nice.
So I have some stewed apple here. Now stewed apple is a brilliant dessert in itself. Add a dollop of Greek yogurt and you have a lovely, lovely dessert. But just a little bit of water and cinnamon and just let it cook down slowly for 20 to 30 minutes on a nice low heat, and it just turns absolutely beautiful, and those natural sugars all just come out. So
Now,
I'm just going to do
your idea of a great dessert and mine are completely different, aren't
Stewed
they?
apple.
There we go.
Oh,
I could just see your place.
delicious.
Oh, look at that stewed apple. I can't wait to tuck into that
I
one.
love stewed apple. And if you've been feeling a little bit poorly, stewed apple is a great thing to start on as well. Get your energy back up with the natural sugars.
Have you ever heard of ice cream or chocolate mousse or creme brulee or any of those
You
things?
can
Is that
keep
sort of...
slicing there,
Okay, I'm
okay?
slicing,
So
there
I
we
have
go.
my lovely base of stewed apple, so we have a nice kind of bit of gooey when we cut it as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to go very nicely sliced. We're just going to start lining these ones up until it's all done.
Nice.
Just our last few slices here. Now
Nice.
I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon just on there. Give it a little bit
Of zing?
of zinc. A little bit of cinnamon. That's just going to help with our blood sugar. Just make sure it's nice and controlled. We don't get too excited.
And it also makes it taste nice as
It
well.
also makes it taste.
There we go. Apple and cinnamon, beautiful.
And into the oven. Just needs 10 minutes. How simple was that?